Hi everyone, I'm Z. Welcome to the OkayAfrica Lounge. Today we are joined by the incomparable Tiwa Savage. Hello, Miss Savage.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, thank you for having me.
Thank you for making time for us. You're about to have your acting debut in Water and Garri. What parts of yourself do you see in Aisha, and what made you want to tell her story?
Oh, good question. Well, she traveled to America to pursue her dreams as a fashion designer, so I guess that's kind of similar where my family moved to London, and that's when I fell in love with music. And then after 10 years, she kind of moved back home, and after a long time, I kind of went back home to discover my love for Afrobeat music. So I think that's probably the only thing we have in common. But I just wanted to. I loved the whole story, so not just her character. I loved the whole script when I read it, so I was really interested in like bringing it to life.
Okay. And to lead your career in this direction, that's awesome.
You know what? Acting was what I fell in love with first, even before music. In high school, I was in the drama class and I used to kill all my improv. And then I had a crush on a guy who would hang around with all the musicians, and I was just like, acting sucks. Let me start music. And then that's how I kind of like shifted my interest. So it's kind of like a full circle moment.
So this is like a coming home.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
100%.
And so you've had supporting roles, cameo roles. What was the biggest challenge now in starring in a lead role?
Oh, because you feel like you're kind of carrying everything, and all the characters are kind of like, they kind of revolve around you. So I was quite nervous being the non-actor and having the lead role and being surrounded by professionals, but they made me feel so comfortable. Like even when we were not on set, they would call me Aisha still, and kind of keep me in the character. So that was really good, and everybody was supportive. So I think my nerves kind of went after the first day.
Okay. And so the movie has the same name as an EP you dropped in 2021. Creatively, which came first for you?
The EP. Okay. So initially it was supposed to be like a visual project, like, Black is King, that kind of thing. And then I saw the script, and then I was just like, wow, we should do like a short film. And then from then, when we started filming, it just became a feature film. So it just kind of grew and got a life of its own over time.
Okay. And so are there themes in the film that take from the EP?
Well, funny enough, like I said, the EP came first, and then we did the film. And then I didn't really think any of the songs that I did matched any scenes. So I just scrapped everything, and then I did a whole new soundtrack. Oh. Still called Water and Garri, the soundtrack. So I have Water and Garri, the EP, and then I have Water and Garri, the soundtrack, which is dedicated specifically for the film.
So you were in a different space when you made the EP to when obviously you were interpreting the film.
Yeah, and I didn't want to force certain songs with certain scenes. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to do a whole new soundtrack of about, I think, 10, 11 songs. And everyone thought I was crazy, literally. And I did it, I think, in maybe a week or something. I flew into Malibu, and yeah, I did everything like...
It just came.
I know, and then you know what it was? Because there were some songs that I would do, but I don't think my fans expected it. So like I have a song with Asha, it's kind of like a folk song. I have a song with Caveman and Richard Bono, which has like jazz influences. And everyone's just kind of used to me doing like Afrobeat. So this was my opportunity to introduce them to different sounds from me. So yeah.
Wow, I'm glad you had that experience.
Yeah, it was, it was amazing.
Okay, and you've worked with the film director, Meji Alabai, for years on your music videos. What was it like working with him in this dynamic, in this setting?
It was good because it's both our first. This is his first feature, and same with me. So we kind of was just like, if we mess it up, then listen, like, we tried it. But, and then I love his eye. Like, you could tell, like, he's like, you could tell, like, he can do something like this, just from even his music videos. So I had no doubt when we decided that, we were going to do this feature film. I was like, yeah, Meji, like, yeah, you're going to kill it.
Well, it's good to have people you trust around you.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely.
And so since this was the first time you essentially allowed yourself into this position as a lead starring role, what is the most fascinating thing you learned about yourself?
Ooh,
or surprising?
I don't know. What is it? I think being consistent, because when you're shooting a film, there's this thing called continuity. Like, if you wear your makeup this way, you have to do it for the duration of the whole thing.
Right.
And yeah, I literally had to discipline myself throughout. And my first scene actually was I have a kissing scene with my leading role star. And I was very, very nervous. And after that, I was like, okay, T, you can do anything. Yeah.
Nice, okay. And speaking of your co-stars, who are some of the people you worked with? What was it like working with them?
Oh, everyone. But the lead actors are Jemima, Mike, and Andrew. They are amazing. Like, I think I'm so blessed, because sometimes people tell you, like, when you work with actors, it can be difficult, you know. And I have a very good-looking co-star, so I was like, oh my God! Like when I read the script, and I was like, oh, I have to kiss someone. So I was just like, oh, let me see his Instagram.
Let me make sure.
Let me just see. And I was like, oh, okay. Do we get practice before we get on scene? And then on the day, I was like brushing my teeth like 10 times.
For the role.
Right, exactly. Just for the role, guys.
Yeah.
But I was blessed. Mike is super amazing. He's my brother. He plays my brother. Jemima plays my cousin. She's hilarious. She's so amazing. Everybody was good. Everybody was amazing.
Okay, and when is the film officially out?
It's on Prime Video, May 10th.
Okay, we cannot wait.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.